All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is, Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely become a member. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Says join, click that link. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence at the Sarasun Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank top, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. We talking about KingSeti.com, 25% off selected items at this time. Save and shop, shop and save, family. Pour the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 1,200 videos of pure heat, fire presented by General Seti himself. All the subjects that you know and love from the General. Plus, we got the supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers, documentaries, lectures. And not only do you have that, I give you an overview on the Grandmasters. They research material, I give you an overview, giving you 360 degrees of supreme African academic knowledge and wisdom that cannot be surpassed by any other website on the planet. I want you to enroll today. Go GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, become a student, family. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so exquisite that we keep it for our family. On Patreon, you get a chance to see the General live when it's too raw for YouTube, and you want that hot sauce. You want those exclusive live streams. I have a lot of unique and obscure topics that I deal with that I don't touch on YouTube. So get over there. You want to dig your hand down in that treasure chest of wisdom and knowledge, family. And to all the family that donate to the General, I want to thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate me. Any of the family that would like to donate to the General, want to keep the General on the battlefield, appreciate what I do. The link right down in the video description in the chat. Click that link, donate. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Should all races return back to the land of their origin? It's time, because we got so much pillaging and plundering of, of peoples all over the planet, that we have to say to ourselves, is it necessary? And I believe it is. That motherfuckers take their ass back where they came from. You understand what I'm saying? And do it the way they want to do it, on their own soil, on their own, wherever they come from. And that ain't gonna leave too many people with an option. See, that ain't gonna leave too many people with an option. And you know what? We have to understand one thing, that your environment, your habitat was divinely chose for you. You see what I'm saying? When you look at a people, and you look at our people, and you look at our mechanisms, our divine mechanisms in being, it is divinely connected to our environment. You're going to thrive in your natural habitat far better than you're going to perform anywhere else. That's why people, when they talk about, home court advantage, you see, that's what they want. They want home court advantage. Some people can win on the road. You see what I'm saying? Some people can win on the road, but you got to win at home. That's that's mandatory. You got to win at home. You can't be taking no losses at the crib. You see what I'm saying? Can't be taking no losses at the crib. That's too vital. You take that loss at the crib, motherfucker, be in your house, have your house. Take your house. You don't want nobody to take your house. You see what I'm saying? So that's very, very critical to, maintain home court advantage. You come out of your environment, you come out of your natural habitat, you're never going to perform like you do in that naturally, pre-coded environment that you came into being. You didn't come into being every goddamn place. You see, you didn't come into being every goddamn place. You came into being, you see, in Africa and in the tropical regions. Okay? In the tropical region, Africa is your natural habitat. But many areas on the planet are very similar to Africa. Southern Asia, even anywhere in the southern hemisphere. You see, we talking about even in the Americas, very similar to Africa. You see, in the environment, you see, but Africa is still far greater than any other area on the planet, by far. You got over 13 million square miles of Africa. You see, so Africa is almost like 2 damn continents, because you got so much land in the southern hemisphere, so much land in the northern hemisphere. No other continent, nowhere, has that much land in both hemispheres. Matter of fact, Africa very well may be the only continent that got land in the north, the south, the east, and the west. The east and the west. Okay, I believe so. When you look at the longitude, latitude, you see what I'm saying? So Africa very well may be the only continent that got land in all hemispheres, northern, eastern, western, and southern hemisphere. But that nevertheless, we're talking about, the development, because when you look at what we achieved in our natural environment, you see, what we achieved in our natural environment has never been duplicated on this planet. And I don't believe nobody, I don't believe in no man-made laws give nobody the right to take nobody else's natural environment. You see, if you didn't see nobody there, bitch, I wasn't home. That don't mean that ain't my house. You see what I'm saying? That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie. And so you see that, these people who don't have the natural inheritance that we do, it don't make no damn difference, because our habitat is still toxic to a lot of these motherfuckers. So though they think they could, they dwell in our land and on our land, it won't be long where their ass is going to figure this out, that they cannot take our environment. You understand what I'm saying? That the environment itself going to send out, just like the body. When you got, you got viruses and you got alien element in your body going to send out the white blood cells to attack it. And nature does the same goddamn thing. You see, and I believe that, I don't believe in nothing about no damn all peoples need to come together, and that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. All people need to go back where the fuck they came from and do it the way they want to do it. That's the way I feel. That sounds way better than, trying to force people into this so-called one world society where everybody is doing it. Everybody don't do it the same way. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to be, they don't want to be engaged with people that perform and, certain activities and certain attributes and certain traits and shit. And so it's best for people to take their shit back to where they came from. But see, why African people can do that. You see, when we say, should all races return back to the land of their origin, black people wouldn't have no problem in doing that, because we were given a paradise. Now, if you put everybody else in that motherfucking predicament, they're going to get to grumbling like, oh, he's racist. Yeah, bitch, the reality is you come out of cave. That's what the reality is. And if everybody else can primarily go back to where they came. Now, when I say to the land of their origins, that also include if you were the first in the land, if you were the first to colonize the land, that I include that in the ticket. You see what I'm saying? If you were the first and it was no one else there, many of our people went into Asia, wasn't nobody there. You see what I'm saying? So many of those lands over there is included, including Southern America. You see, well, when you deal with the science, even Northern America, it don't make no goddamn difference. The science say we was here on both goddamn continents. So shit, if that's the case, that we talking about not only the land of our origin, but those areas that we were first to colonize, then shit, you see, that would leave us with the Western Hemisphere, Africa, and primarily all of South Asia. You see what I'm saying? That would leave us with, primarily, and it will send the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal back where he belonged with all of his traits that don't nobody want to deal with. I don't believe in a world where you're going to force motherfuckers to deal with this type of nonsense. You see, you're going to force people to deal with your nastiness and shit and your sick-minded shit, and it has affected, much of the population on the planet, where you got a lot of sick motherfuckers in all these races now. You see what I'm saying? Because of if you don't deal with a virus, and the biggest virus on this goddamn planet right now is white goddamn supremacy, and it's manifesting itself in all peoples to where they have become responsible for their own goddamn demise. You understand? Because they should have dealt with the virus in the very fucking beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's an epidemic across the goddamn planet of all type of wicketry and fuckery and all this type of shit because you didn't deal with the first virus. Now it didn't infect it, and you can't blame nobody other than yourself because you had the opportunity to deal with it and you did not deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact is, you should have sent these motherfuckers home long time ago. You understand what I'm saying? In reality, you understand what I'm saying? You might not have, you might not be able to let them go back. You understand what I'm saying? You might have to, you know what I'm saying? You might have to have another destination for them. You understand? Because even if you send them back, you got to worry about them returning, and you don't even want that. You see, I'm dealing with the truth. Our people didn't already, our peoples in the ancient time dealt with this, and they said the same thing, even though they didn't have the goddamn means to do it at that time. The best plan and the best solution to this problem has already been talked about thousands of years. It just not have been implemented. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't, our peoples have tried to implement it, but we have not been successful until this, even up into this date of bringing about the best solution to this problem. And it is far, and it's been long time coming. You understand, to bring this solution to the forefront, and I see a lot of our people are doing exactly that. In Africa, they banning a lot of this wicketry. They need to continue in all aspects. Don't just deal with one, deal with them all. Deal with all that poison. Don't ban one, ban all the goddamn poisons. You see what I'm saying? Get it up out of Africa. Give our people freedom to think freely, and reset the mechanisms of Africa, the social mechanism, the spiritual mechanism need to be reset. And the only way you're going to do that is get the goddamn poison out the land. And so these motherfuckers need to go home. They need to go home, period. You understand what I'm saying? And everything that was originally ours should be returned to our people. And I know it ain't going to happen by being nice, say, oh, please, can I have my land? No, you ain't going to do it like that. The same way they took it, you're going to have to take it back. When a motherfucker was in school and a motherfucker took something off your goddamn desk, you took it back or you didn't get it back. Motherfucker, take my crayon, motherfucker, I'm snatching them back. Nigga, any motherfucking thing you take and it belong to me, I'm taking it back. I'm not asking you, I'm not doing that. And too many times we be in we, you know, we like what the world where we always begging for something. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we beg for something that we know is ours. You can't keep begging no motherfucking body for what's yours. You understand what I'm saying? You see a motherfucker taking your TV out the front door, what you gonna say? Please, man, you know that's my TV. Could I have my TV back? You understand what I'm saying? You take you take something and you crack that motherfucker head open and you get your TV. You don't ask no motherfucker. You see a motherfucker rolling your goddamn refrigerator through the front door. You understand? Rolling your goddamn you two niggas and shit. Got a goddamn what they call them motherfucking a dolly. Got your motherfucking refrigerator on the dolly, rolling that motherfucker down, about to put in it. Please. You understand what I'm saying? Can I get my refrigerator back? You know, my family need to eat. All the food is in there. Can I please? You understand what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with our people. This ain't a type of world where motherfuckers is gonna be kind and you know, it ain't even about that. No goddamn way. I don't even believe it's about that. I believe it's about establishing dominion over what is yours and guarding it and protecting it, which every animal on this planet does. I don't give a goddamn what it is. If you come into the damn domain of anything that's in existence, it's going to attack your ass. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is. You fuck with that lion, your ass is done for. You going near his domain, especially another lion. You understand what I'm saying? He'll give your ass a warning. He know you in the domain. He could smell your motherfucking ass. You see what I'm saying? And he'll give your ass a warning from goddamn 10 miles away. They'll hear the goddamn, you know, they can hear the damn, you know, and they get the roaring and shit. And you can hear a lion from 10. He letting you know, pack your shit up and get the fuck on up out of here. And if you still there by the time I use done for, I'm gonna kill you. That's what the lion gonna do. I don't give a goddamn if it's an elephant. I don't give a fuck if it's a dog. I don't give a goddamn a cat, whatever it is. If you in this domain, goddamn it, it's not gonna act. It's gonna eat meat, especially if you near his youngin. You see what I'm saying? Oh no, oh no, it's gonna be most vicious about them youngin. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be most vicious. And so, you know, so we think that, you know, somehow that good-hearted people is gonna be kind to us and understand the plight of our people and you know and somehow be right with us. I don't have no, you know, I'm not in any fantasy land where I'm gonna believe any of that at all. You understand what I'm saying? I understand what is owed our people, and I don't think we'll ever get it. The circumstances was criminal in which it happened, and we're dealing with a people that continue to be criminal. And you know, they haven't just, you know, stopped with the, you know, the greatest crime in history that was committed on. They're still committing these same type of acts to this very day. So you don't have individual who is repentive of what because they're continuing to do that. And so if they continue, it's in their nature to do that. So you can't get nothing that is naturally, you understand, you know, the construct of its being is to naturally to take and to, you understand what I'm, to pillage and to plunder. You're not going to get nothing from that. So we are in a delusion that we are ever going to get anything that way. Do we continue to fight? Yes, we should. We must fight. We must have a select group of our people that know what it's about, that's going to go in there and fight hard as hell. But the rest of the people got to have another plan. You see what I'm saying? We put the best for everything. We put the best group that we got on everything. You understand what I'm saying? We got shit popping off everywhere. And what we do is we put the best group of individuals within our people that are specializing in that particular field, and we get them on the job, and the rest of us we working on something else. We can't have all our eggs in one basket. And that's what we are doing. You see, and we're asking people who within their nature is not going to do that. And so as we say, we're connected to the cosmos. You see, and we have to understand, if we are connected to the cosmos, we have to understand that everything in nature is pre-coded to be what it's supposed to be. People think you ain't gonna be no evolution of how we interact with one another. It didn't evolved already. So how we treat one another on this planet is how we gonna continue to treat one another. And when you go down through the fucking history, it's been that way since we've come in contact. So the illusion is that somehow that the races, as far as relationships with one another, is going to evolve to a better place. I do not believe that. I believe it has already evolved to whatever extent, as far as, how we relate to each other is not going to evolve no greater than what it is right now. And that is by nature how we interact with one another. You see, it's pre-coded on how we interact with one another. You see, and I don't believe that it is going to evolve out of that. So we have to understand that what is ours, we have to maintain. And so, we have to send the smoke signals out that, I don't care how they get the message. You know what I'm saying? We either text it, we either email it, we put it in a motherfucking smoke screen, and we put that shit up in the, we use goddamn rugs and fire and shit, and goddamn, send smoke signals through the sky so that they get the message. But, it's time to send their ass home. You see what I'm saying? And we have to reclaim those areas that have historically not only been the land of our origin, but, lands that we were first to colonize by tens of thousands of years, which should be included in that lot of land that we originated from, that those lands that we were first to colonize. And that must be, the blueprint of the day. You see what I'm saying? I do believe that, and that all races should go. And the reality, as I end this, I'm going to tell you this. For the most part, as long as we've been on this planet, that's the way it's been anyway. Anytime you could get billions of people to primarily look one phenotype, that means that they primarily then been in one area isolated for a very long time anyway. Most of the races on the planet have really just come into this unnatural union that you see today in the last 2,000 years. But when you look to Africa, dominant primarily dark woolly head people. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got, now some of them areas over there, they done encroached into other areas, but that don't mean that they wasn't in a centralized place before that, where you see that because when you look at a people and you get billions of people to primarily look one phenotype, they didn't been isolated any motherfucking way. So, what I'm saying is where it was, people have been living any motherfucking way. You understand what I'm saying? And what needs to happen is that people need to find that natural area in which they originally originated from, and they need to take their ass back to that area. The world need to hit reset because there's too many people on other people's shit. This is what these wars is about. A lot of motherfuckers is two thieves fighting over land that do not belong to them at all. You see what I'm saying? You got thieves over here fighting, thieves over here fighting, and they all fighting for the natural habitat of our people. And so, we don't have to, we have to, because that was dominion that was given to us by the Creator. You don't just up and give nothing away that was blessed to your ass by the creator. You maintain that. That was you was given anointed or given responsibility over the land. The land ain't up for you to say, oh, here, motherfucker, you was given dominion over that. And it's your responsibility to maintain that dominion. You understand what I'm saying? And so we must realign our thought process with the cosmos and reclaim these dominions. And in doing so, we can bring harmony back to this planet. That's the only way that is going to happen. Think about it. This is General Sarasu Nseti. I want y'all to hit some of them links, support your general, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.